Good morning. It's Monday, Muscle Car Monday, and I'm Joe. I got my coffee, and we're going to talk about some cars. Think of this as like a reality show, like Collector Dork shows cars that he got to the world. Okay, so if you think about it in that uh, context, this channel makes a lot more sense. So, before we get to the muscle cars, a funny story. Weird thing happened yesterday. So I was out on Sunday morning. I guess you could call it toy hunting. I've sworn against that, but Sunday mornings are different because you usually find some goodies. And there's just one retailer here in the Athens, Georgia area that has actually got G case cars, G assortment cars in stock. And it's funny because it was devoured. Like, I found an indication that case had been stocked, but it was all gone except for these two cars. The small block, which people don't care too much about, and then a motorcycle, which a Honda CB750 Cafe. So these are both G case cars. So these were evidence that this store got some G cases in. But that was pretty much it. It was gone, like devoured, like locusts through a field of wheat or whatever. So I bought those because my new policy is that I'm going to order fewer cases for retail, and anything that I want for myself or for the archive, I have to find it in the wild, because I feel like it's unethical to go to a retail store and buy stuff, poach it off the pegs, and then resell it. I don't really want to be that type of retailer. So anything that is in stock at Ignition Diecast was either acquired on the secondary market or from one of these distributors where I bought it by the case. Anyway, back to the story. So I did find these two, and I bought them. Even though these are in stock at Ignition, these two are for the archive because I don't necessarily want them, but I spent my own hard-earned $1.18 on these two, or $1.25. But I was looking through the pegs anyway, because there still are some earlier 2025 cars that I'm interested in. And what do I find at the very, very back of one of these rows on one peg? Nothing but this. And yeah, this would be for sale. There's a dude that I owe. I promised one of these, but this one's going to the archive because I recently committed to adding super treasure hunts to the Ignition Diecast archive. So one down, this one goes to the archive. I don't actually want one. I want the regular version for my own personal collection. So you out there, you know who you are. I will find another one of these and send it to you for that trade thing we got going on. So let me rip it open. That's what the Porsche Rally Super Treasure Hunt looks like. Doesn't even have a metal base, but you know, pay $1.25, whatever. And where's the TH on this baby? I think, hold on, let me see where the TH is so I can tell you. You can look it up, but, oh, there it is. Right there on the door. See it? Super Treasure Hunt, Porsche Rally, Porsche 911 Rally. So let's open these other two. Do you care about these other two? I'm going to open them and I'm going to add them to the archive. I don't think you care too much about these. I'm pretty sure that both are in stock at Ignition right now, if you want them. So on to Muscle Car Monday stuff. I think all of this came from the inbox and from the box previously known as the Glory Box. So here's a 10 Pro Stock Camaro, which I already have. So that'll be going to the archive most likely. I don't think it's in there yet. And here is a, hopefully I get this right, 71 Hemi Cuda. And this is a damn confusing car because, here's why. It looks a lot like the 71 Challenger. I guess the fronts are different, but they both have that plastic home plate type scoop. The Challenger has a plastic. So here, let me show you them side by side. It's pretty difficult from afar to tell which one you're looking at. Very similar cars. And I had this one. But I did find some 70 AAR Cudas that were sitting up there in my Challenger area because they're so similar looking. Like this. So this is the new one. This is the 71 Hemi Cuda. But these three were hiding up there in my Challenger section. I was sure that these were Challengers. But no, these are 70 AAR Cudas. The two with the Falcon livery and this purple one. So these are Barracudas, not Challengers. Probably fundamental to like students of 60 muscle cars, but I confuse these three castings a little bit, especially when the bottoms are like, where's one? Like has this like glossy chrome. The letters are a little hard to read. Sometimes they don't even put it on there. I have some Challengers that don't even say Challengers on the bottom. I had to figure it out. So here is a Shelby GT500, and this was the first edition. It's really nice. I had to check to see. This seems like a little bit more presentation than mainlines usually have, but it's just a really nice debut. So that goes in my little Shelby box. And I believe it's a 67. Let me put the specs on so I don't talk out of class. It's 68 Copo Camaro. And again, Camaro aficionados can probably tell right away based on the stance and body details, but 67 and 68 are sometimes confusing for me. This is a Olds 442, and as I call it, WD-40, but it's W something, W30. And as if the Olds 442 wasn't badass enough, this is, well, there's the trivia question. What does the W30 mean? It's W30, right? Maybe it's W40. W30 mean in the Olds 442 world. Here is a O. Henry Roadrunner. Yeah, that's the Roadrunner. And that's going in my Mopar box, which is full. So that means that the Dodge Darts, the 68 Dodge Darts, which I have the most of, are going to have to come out. They're going to have to get their own box. This weird art car Mustang. It's a 67 Ford Mustang GT, but super untraditional. Very strange color choices there. Pink and green wheels, and drink your Ovaltine. It's got an apostrophe. It's like how you begin the word y'all. Surely it didn't say y'all. Y'all better drink your Ovaltine. And then finally, for Muscle Car Monday, is a Mercury Cougar Eliminator that I do not have. And it's kind of flamey, so probably from the Flames subset or maybe in a 5-pack exclusive. I haven't checked it out, but I know I don't have this one. So those were your 8 muscle cars for Muscle Car Monday, and some bonus stuff. And I showed you this baby going to the Ignition Diecast Archive, not being sold for $7,000 or whatever it's going for on the market. I got a little rant for you, so you can stop watching now if you only want to see the shiny things. And this was pretty shiny, wasn't it? I mean, that's literally shiny. But it's raining really hard in Georgia right now, like really bad, like torrential rain. And I was out doing some stuff this morning real early before I had to log on to work. And I grew up in the Northeast. I learned to drive in the snow and ice. I took driver's ed before I got my license. I've been in numerous accidents, and I've also done high performance driving events. I've been on track, Road Atlanta and Atlanta Motorsports Park, like probably 8 weekends. So I've done like high speed driving in a car that I built. So I consider myself an above average driver. So for that reason, I find it hilarious when it's raining really bad and there's standing water on the roads, and people are just going past me at like 75, 80 miles per hour. They're so confident that their 4-wheel drive Telluride is going to get them through that I have to laugh. Like, not from an abundance of caution, just because I've been on this planet long enough that when it's raining so hard that the road is not shedding it, it's just standing there. I'm familiar with hydroplaning, and I also know what it does to your steering when you hit it too fast. So I slow the fuck down. I go like 45 probably and just kind of cruise along. I have a 4-wheel drive Toyota Tacoma, even off the ground, all-terrain tires. I still slow the fuck down. But invariably, you have these people who are really, really confident in their spanking new vehicles that blaze past me. And this very morning, well, as a little aside, I don't fear for their safety. I actually like watching train wrecks. Like when I see assholes driving, I cross my fingers that they wreck in front of me so I can witness it. Maybe give them the finger as I pass. I don't know. But this morning, I'm going 45 on the last main road before you turn onto my road. Raining cats and dogs, like wipers on the fastest speed that they can be on, and still visibility was a little bit limited. So I'm in the right lane, and to the left of me comes this, what was it? It was a Ford Maverick pickup truck, some kind of a delivery. It was a service vehicle, which I guess makes little sense. The driver didn't own it, so he didn't give a shit. But he passes me at like 75, 80 miles an hour. And I'm like, damn, he's really asking for it. And like 15 seconds after I thought that, dude spins around, hits the patch of water, spins around 180 degrees, and goes straight into the guardrail. Smashes. I slow down, and that's not the kind of accident where someone was badly hurt, so I didn't stop. I just creeped on by and came on home. And that's what you get for driving like a dickhead in the rain. So I thought I'd share that with you. It's not so much a rant as it is Schadenfreude. Look it up. Talk to you tomorrow.